overwhelmed and be like, why is everybody on me?
Hey friends, today we salute the truth. We got the receipts. Big love to the CU aunties, CU uncles, and the unshakable force that is Sanders Nation. Now let's get into it. Let's start with the man of the hour, the one they can't ignore anymore, Garrett Bush.
A lot of his former guy, Chris Carter, had some words for SHEDEUR. A lot of people who he played with had words. So when people call you out, then all of a sudden, and I tell them, there's a lot of them, and when a lot of them call you out on it, you're going to get overwhelmed and be like, why is everybody on me?
Because while the rest of Cleveland media is out here asleep at the wheel, Garrett Bush is wide awake. He's the one calling it like it is. He's the one saying what everybody else is too scared to say.
Well, all you have to do is stop throwing that little shade at the end of it, and then everything will be fine. If everybody came out here and said SHEDEUR Sanders looked good, man, 7 to 9, 3 touchdown passes, I'm excited to see when he get into these games, man, because everything we heard about him is exactly opposite of what we seeing today. And go on to Dylan Gabriel. I thought Dylan Gabriel did X, Y, and Z. Then go on to Flacco. But y'all you can't resist the red meat. You can't resist to say, but they passed on him how many times? What does that have to do with today? About somebody that's here on your team trying to help your team win. They tell me I'm emotional. I'm like, listen, I've kept it 100 every single week. I just let it play out. It's gonna be pushback. And I told them before they start with it, and I keep it real with everybody. I said, this is not what you're used to. You're used to, okay, the Deshaun Watson thing, I could write what I want. Odell Beckham Jr., I could write what I want. Baker Mayfield, I could write what I want. All of those players had a rocky up and down. Johnny Manziel with the media. Here, it's a little bit different because they're going to ride for who their guy is. And at the end of the day, listen, they say, well, GBush, what are you doing? Are you over there pandering? I said, bro, ain't nothing about pandering. It's about being 100. I said, bro, can't make me say nothing. I'm just saying what is evident. I'm just saying what's evident. We moving on. We moving on. We on to the next stage of the project.
And he's the one putting Mary Kay Cabot and her tired playbook on blast. Garrett Bush ain't following no script. He's not begging for approval from the Browns front office or the media. He's got eyes on the ground, ears in the building, and courage in his chest. He's the one going toe-to-toe with the machine that's been trying to bury SHEDEUR Sanders from the start. While they gaslight, Garrett fact-checks. While they spin, Garrett drops receipts. While they whisper, Garrett speaks loud. He's not some talking head. He's not some blogger in his basement. He's a Cleveland sports institution. And most importantly, he's OURS. Now let's talk about why they're really sweating. SHEDEUR Sanders. The media's not just uncomfortable. They're exposed. Because SHEDEUR ain't what they expected. He's confident. He's sharp. He's unapologetically elite. And that rattles the cage of every lazy analyst still judging players off draft round instead of game tape. And while they keep screaming 5th round pick like it means something, Garrett Bush is out here telling the real story. He knows the game. He knows the setup. And he knows SHEDEUR wasn't drafted low because of skill, but because of fear. Fear of his presence. Fear of his voice. Fear of the shift he brings. And let's be real. Garrett's been the only Cleveland media figure brave enough to call it what it is. Character assassination disguised as commentary. And now, Mary Kay Cabot wants to pretend she's objective while she champions Dylan Gabriel as QB1? Please, that's not analysis. That's a setup. SHEDEUR's not just a QB. He's a movement, a marketing engine, high IQ, a franchise changer. And Garrett Bush knows that. That's why he defends him, not with hype but with facts. So go ahead, Cleveland media. Keep underestimating. Keep twisting. Garrett ain't going nowhere. He's 10 toes down. And so is Sanders Nation. Because when that man in the number 12 jersey steps on that field and silences every critic, the world will remember who stood with him early. And Garrett Bush will be right there, front row, center stage, saying, I told you so. The future is here. It's bold. It's loud. It's wearing number 12. And it's being narrated by Garrett Bush.